And we're back with another technique review video. Right guys, we're looking at Katrin Davidsdottir. This woman is an absolute weapon. I was lucky enough to train with her a few years ago, claim to fame. And we're having a look at her Snatch video. She was on top in CrossFit for many years. And when I trained with her, her technique didn't look anything like it does now. So she's obviously made a hell of a lot of improvement since I last saw her. But anyway, we're taking a look at her Snatch. Sounds so bad. Right, so as we're progressing through this lift right now, you can see good setup position, arms are hanging nice and loose, good use of the legs when she initiates the movement from the floor, all the way till we get to the knee. One thing I would say though, I'm gonna take that back. I do notice the bar going away a little bit in this first phase of the lift. Like, watch how the weight bar's just a little bit away from her as we're getting kind of to the knee here. Interesting, but doesn't seem to cause any issues in terms of her balance because she keeps the weight on flat feet really well through this phase of lift. So again, don't see it causing any issues. As we get to mid-thigh here, I'd say above a lot of other lifts that I've kind of reviewed, I'd say this is further away than you kind of want the bar through the middle phase position with the snatch. But again, she's still keeping balance, so this may work for her. But what we should start to see now is these knees start to move forward, which they do, and that closes the gap. So what I would say in terms of reviewing that she hangs onto the bar, hangs onto the first ball for a very long time. Now, that's a cue that sometimes I think about to maintain keeping the shoulders over the bar through this middle phase of lift. It may be that in the past, something that she struggled with was pulling back through the middle, so potentially that's why her lifting is the way it is through that phase of lift. But either or, I love this top position. Shoulders are over the bar, she stays in a great position here, legs are really well loaded, and arms are still hanging really loose. This is difficult to do for a lot of lifters. You'll see a lot of lifters lifting with an early arm bend. However, she does really well staying on flat feet till the latest part of this lift until she hits extension. And the extension position here is absolutely textbook. I've got nothing bad to say about this at all. I love the fact that her eyes are still pointing forward, arms are hanging loose, bar's super close after that extension. And then as she transitions underneath the bar, what I really like to see as well, the fact that she's keeping her elbows higher than her hands. This is what keeps the bar super close through this middle phase of lift. So again, still loving this lift. One thing that you'll notice is her feet move out really well during this phase of lift. Don't know how close we can get to them here, but you'll see them kind of go from here, poof, out to the side, which is great, just sliding across the floor. As she transitions into a receiving position, really fast turnover. Look how close this bar stays to her head. Wow, very good. Means that the bar's staying close to that center of gravity, which is why she probably moves so efficiently and fast underneath the bar. Lockout happening at this point is really good. Now, I hate it when people say like stacking wrists, because the vast majority of lifters that you'll watch that externally rotate, which is a key thing by the way, let the wrist sit back. I like to see this in the receiving position. Reason being, because it really helps with lockout strength and stability, but also because she's externally rotated. And when I talk about external rotation, I'm talking about this, okay, and here, external rotation. The lats will engage, so the lats, for those of you that don't know, are down here to help stabilize the lift. Now, that for me enables you, when you sit deep into the catch position, to stay super solid, which is why as we progress through this lift, you'll see almost as soon as she's hit her bottom position, she'll start standing up. That's a good indication that she's stayed super active through the catch position, and I predominantly put that down to good external rotation in the catch and a really efficient turnover. You don't really want to relax in the bottom position because it can cause muscles to relax, and likelihood of you dropping the bar forward increases massively. The only time you should ever get stuck down here in the bottom is the bar's slightly out of position. And that slightly out of position bit looks like this when the bar is tracking, and I'll kind of draw this for you on here. As the bar is kind of tracking up like this and it loops over, okay, ideally the bar comes down straight into this position and it exits straight. However, if we get the bar moving away from us at all through the extension phase, it'll kind of come in at an angle. The bar comes in at an angle. This is why you'll be like wobbling around at the bottom position to stabilize it before you stand up, or inevitably it'll pop out the back. But we're all good there for her, and this is a great example of a really efficient catch position and standing up at the snatch. Katrin, I don't have anything bad to say about your lift. I'd say it's, other than just that bar being a little bit away as it comes past the knees, all in all, this is an extremely technical, efficient lift, and you've made some amazing progress. So I look forward to seeing you lift some massive weights soon. Well done.